website for some merch. I got the best price. You can't beat it anywhere like an ex-wife. Speaking to ex-wife, she rolled me like a Ferrari, but the headlight gave me the right signal.
All right, so I thought the Captain Marvel, Samuel Jackson, Page You was fire. That's something I never heard before, so I'm like definitely giving Luke credit for that.
Oh yeah, no, I think that was a really dope way to end that scheme.
Exactly.
Spazzing on Mr. Duncan was okay. Top of the line period may have been said before, but the way he tied it into the keyboard, capital type major, dope. Lama Lakem, Why Would Allah, it's dope. Origami, folding a lot of paper.
I like that.
Fire. He kept pushing, so that was like a little, it was like, you know, just the physicality is still there. Bottom line, nothing in common to denominator. You know, slight reach. It's okay. Wool sheep, baby and sheep, goat herder. All of that to me was fire. It's just a buy, you know, like.
I mean, I got a problem with on wool sheets, I put this baby to sheep. See, I'm nitpicking him.
Did he, baby, no, he said he put his baby in sheep. Oh, that's what I have that down too. He said baby to sheep or baby in sheep?
To sheep.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, nah, that's not. The wool sheep, if you would have just said put baby to sleep with sheep, it works. Whispered in the ear, go herder dope. I didn't like the bad. V to the side was fire and greater than, but the go at has been said before.
Yeah.
Prozac, I didn't like that. Reach. Phone at, it's been said before. I think Rosenberg said it, and then Hitman as well said it. Cologne that. The reason why Cologne that is that may be a reach. You ever smell a body? I cologne that. Like, what are you loaning?
I would just leave it alone. I mean, I would say I'm not gonna like that bar because the more you talk about it, the more it gets worse. I think.
Right. Lambias, Lambias bars is OBC and Cereal.
Applejack was the last thing I have. How you feel about that?
I thought people were saying it was a triple. I thought it was a double. And I think
to me it was simple.
You can't do a cereal. You can't ask Cereal. If you ask the Cereal, the Cereal's not gonna respond. So it's an app. So to
ask
me,
cereal tell you I'm known to Applejack. I think that was cool.
I think it's a good double. So you know, because Jack is New York slang. So the Apple won't jack that bar. So to me, this was a better round from his first.
Yeah, it was.
I rated this one at 8.5.
Okay.
I thought it was a great round, but I also thought, you know, it's possibility it can be beat.
It can be
well.
beat too.
And
I thought. Go ahead.
I thought it could be beat, but I also felt like, you know, there was some slick stuff said in here that was overlooked, and that people just kind of overlooked. So
I thought Mook displayed wittiness. He had clever lines, good schemes here and there. However, it's more the first round, and I feel like a more direct approach should be more advantageous to him. You know what I mean? Like, at what point in this first or the second do you say, wow, Mook is really
attacking
down
Verb
as a person, making him feel tight?
I mean, he was. I think he was just out punching him. He was out barring him, and you know.
Yeah, I mean.
So let's get into this Verb second round.
Talk to me.
Shade with it, played different, played nigga, straight snitching, great principle.
Yeah.
Didn't rhyme. And that
the principle, that didn't rhyme.
And it was like, to me, it was like, okay, and that was kind of like the part where it was supposed to rhyme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part was supposed to hit.
Yeah.
Then he goes back into it.
But see, that's okay. Before we jump into the next thing, he starts to talk about the dot mob, and at 30 seconds into Averb's first round, we see
second round.
Second round. We see Mook feel away. I mean, that's I feel like that's the key point in the battle. You want to make your opponent feel away, and it shows to the crowd. Murda Mook says, "Could I get up here and do that?" This is what he said verbatim. Mook interrupts Verb and said, "Can I get up here and do that?" The answer to me is yes. You could have got up there and do that. Mook. Don't listen. Like the fans complain, but it's like, yo, the fans complain about everything. Know what to take from the fans, and know what not to take from the fans.
Right, but
you should control. You're the professional.
What was the scheme with Dot Mob? What was?
Oh, he just started it.
With Shade with it played different. Was that it?
He said Dot Mob or something.
Relocated.
But I'm saying he cut him off at that point.
Right.
But the fact that he's a directly attack, call him a snitch. Let's say it didn't rhyme. I give you that. But he's calling Mook a snitch, and then he's getting into Dot Mop, just being personal. Just simple fact that he's being personal.
Right.
It's affecting him.
I thought that, the element is an option. What does that have to do with Mook? Relocate him. I thought that was okay. I didn't think that was a bit. Seeing Mook be affected by it though, I can.
It helps. It helps. You shouldn't have done anything. It helps Mook already.
Then he gets
emotional. Like I think like Verb's getting points for that.
Okay.
Being able to say that you're emotional.
To get him emotional. Okay. Talking through the rounds. All right. I could jack that. Street. He's getting into some street shit. He's no Tatum. Mm-hmm. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
Then he
just falls on the floor. No nigga, he's no Tatum.
I thought the Infinity Stones was a great.
I think bar. First of all, you guys see here, Verb is not doing the Infinity Stone scheme. He's saying it's like a direct rebuttal in a sense, but not. That's not the average rebuttal, but it's like good counter right in a sense. Because if I'm talking about stones and stuff, it's about rocks. Young boy, get on. If you're talking about stones and stuff, it's Infinity Stones.
Right.
And he just did an Infinity Stone scheme. Right. So.
What's this?
No, you good. Keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix that. I'm really into this debate. That's right. I'm messing up here. I'm messing the cameras up.
Capital, Italy, Rome, Six Sensum, dope.
Thought that was fire.
Dope. Is this where does he start the Showtime? Later on?
Yeah, they did. No, they did. After the Six Sensum, he started Showtime.
The roll bouncing, I didn't really like that too much. Low Mountains, didn't really like that too much either.
Okay.
Drug, Whole Ounces, I thought that was pretty decent.
I like that.
Prego, dope.
I like the way he performed it. Yeah.
I like the
groups. We know Verb for being the guy that can paint a picture, like even when he battled Twerk, I take your scariest dream, something like that, and turn
and make
shit,
movies out. So this is more of the description.
Yeah.
I didn't like Lego My Ego. I thought that was like a
simple joint. Too simple.
It was a little too simple.
But then again, it's how he got to the point.
And he also used Noodle twice. Like, first round, Noodle. Second round, Noodle. But I let it rock. I let it rock. Sour, Crybaby. Okay, that was okay. Mm-hmm. Centipedes. Winners Leaves. Intervene. Intervene was dope.
I like that.
Intervene was dope. Winners Leaves was Slapbox Your Inner Beings. More descriptive. I liked. One in Your Head Like a Unicorn. No. I feel like that's been said before. Remember You Young.
I said it on Twitter.
Remember You Young John Witherspoon.
I like that.
I like that. You Not Wiggins. Doc Rivers. Hot Bar.
Fire.
Hot Bar. Ken Ryu.
And I wasn't jacking that.
Extend Rifles. No.
I don't know why would he even attempt that in New York?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say what he said. Like, bro.
Yeah. No, that was. He got booed at this point too.
Yeah.
And then he starts the panda, and then you can see he's being affected by it. Here comes the hate. Here comes the hate.
He gotta say something while he getting hit.
But I don't think it was hate. I think it was like
you said
my blank heart for extend right. That's just crazy. Recess, nah. Mm-hmm. Weed set on a heroin. Couldn't jack that. So to me, I felt like
I see what you have here.
Verb is. He, as high as he was in that first round,
mm-hmm.
This second round was a little bit of a drop off, and I gave it an 8.
Okay, so you got 0.5 to Mook,
and I think it was close.
Yeah.
I think it's one of these. I think this round is the round that calls the battle to me personally. This is a close round. I feel like if Verb goes a little bit longer, takes out some of it's
I thought he went his rap time for this round, so I think.
What was his rap time?
Shout out to Battle Rap Stats. Tech said he stopped short or something like that. But in round 2, Verb's rap time is 7 minutes and 6 seconds. The contractual agreement was 5 minutes. He went over to about 2.
What was
Murda Mook rapped 8 minutes. So he's on par. So this tells me he didn't I'm getting booed, I choked. Nah, he rapped for 7 minutes.
But I feel like it was spotty. To me, it's spotty a little bit. It's not as potent as the first. In the first half of
I'll give you that. Yeah.
The first half of Verbs was drawn out, but it was a narrative. I don't feel like there's a narrative in this second round. I feel like there was one angle that he used, which was the dot mom thing that you mentioned previously.
Being a snitch.
But aside from that, there's nothing really here that's tangible. It was bar for bar in this second round, and that's the reason why I edged it to Mook.
I edged the second round of Verb.
Why do you edge it to Verb in the second round?
Again, you know, I gotta be honest here. You know, we're talking about a lot of reaches from Mook in the second round. On top of that, I like Verb's his cadence better. I like his delivery better. You know, even the approaches, him even rebuttaling. I feel like he had the high moments in the second round too. Like when you go back to it's probably a bad way to determine it, but it's like if I say, "Get rid of you, son," to Doc Rivers, like what did Mook say that's better than that?
For me, there's a lot.
You gotta find them.
Marvel Captain paid you.
Then then I gotta go with A Verb rebuttaling that in a sense. He's kind of predicting you would say something like that. So
okay.
He counters that. It's just what I'm saying. It goes if you go on tip for tat. I'm like the John Witherspoon. It's like Murda Mook. It's like I'm not sure why his approach should be drawn out schemes, as opposed to quick. Even Chilla Jones solved I call it the freezing problem. You know, Iron Man 1, when he flew up in the sky and he froze and he fell back down. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like Murda Mook should have adapted to quick punching or quick scheming too.
I mean, I think he did some quick punches though, like origami, throwing a lot of paper. Assalamu alaikum, why would I lie? Disappear, disintegrate, smart type. All of these,
everything
Mook heard of.
Everything Mook, when Mook is about to scheme, all of it takes a minute or two. I'm like, why is that?
In this second round, he has maybe 3 or 4 schemes. But for the most part, he's really just barring. Like it's barring, and I don't feel like Verb outbarred him in this round. There's not an angle that he took in this round. He was literally barring. He was trying to bar, and he did not outbar Mook in this round. If we look at it from that perspective, if you're looking at it from a perspective of Mook had more dry spots, Mook had more reaches, he had more schemes. It took him longer to get to the punch. I can argue the same that Verb took a long time to get to each
what
hard hitting bar. Like if we go through it one more time, like it's. Like he had a really strong hit with the Infinity Stones. To me, I thought it was just clever writing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the beginning of the round, it was just like he didn't even rhyme. You know what I'm saying? He's no Tatum. It's cool. But then that was before Infinity Stones. Mm-hmm. I would be known like the guy that got Kennedy going. Like, is that like a hard bar? Like, is that
it's cool.
Right, it's a cool bar. Sixth Sensum, but before Sixth Sensum, Italy, Rome. Roll bouncing.
Sixth Sensum too is one of the better lines of the round.
It was a dope bar. Roll bouncing.
Low mountains. I put that's just set up into the
into the whole ounces.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
It's close. I'm not gonna go too hard. Honestly, I feel like the second round.
It's close. I think it's close. I personally, I don't want to argue anybody's opinion on this second round because it's that close.
I'm not jumping at you.
But I also don't want people to just kind of gloss over the fact that they both went bar for bar in this round. You know what I'm saying? There's no real you got to point to me an angle outside of
him being a snitch in the first.
You know, so that's what I have for that. Now this third round.
Now I have notes for the third round, but I didn't do my due diligence like I did in the first and second. I have stuff, but I mean, how do you want to address this? I have stuff here, people. I have stuff. I'm good to go, but it's like
I mean, the third round is
it's 22 minutes, man. It's 20. This is where the battle becomes a movie, like you said. It's like
I mean, how do you judge a 22-minute round
versus an 8-minute round?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Is it like X Factor and Clips, where
X Factor went like 16 minutes though.
Yes, but Mook went 22. You know, I mean Clips. Yeah, Mook went 22. Clips went like 21.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, how do you judge this? And for me,
first of all, again, I'm not a Mook basher. I want to give him credit for this again because 20 minutes, 22 minutes after going 10 and 10, 10 minutes in the first and the second round.
40 minutes of work.
You see what I'm saying? And he's not stumbling. He's
poised.
He's not really needing water that much. When they stop him, he's able to just jump back. He's not, people, when he stops, I'm like, hold on, get some water. Let me just, good. Hold on, quiet down. Let me get back to this. He's going right back into it, you know what I'm saying? in an era where we've seen a whole bunch of choking, you know, a whole bunch of stumbling every 5 seconds. Hold on, let me just slow pacing. He's straight into the material, and he had stuff like, you know, like Remedy, Holla, Verb. I mean, fast paced things. For him to just jump right back into it like that, I thought that was very commendable.
How do you want to? Do you want to go through this? I mean, because for me,
I had this round as debatable. I'm not mad if you say Mook. If you trying to say Mook second and third, I'm not mad at the giving Mook the third. But it's like I really need like a day with this probably. This third round.
I feel like he takes 3 portions of this round and puts them
Condense it
in the first and the second. This is a clear 2-1. Clear.
You know, yeah, like I said, the approach, like Mook should have been. Let me show you what I can do with the intricate bars, and also be Mook. Let me decimate you. We've seen when even though if it's not true, or whatever, when Mook is talking about his kid, baby mom, and stuff like that, you know what you do. We see Verb get tight a little bit. I just want to see Verb get tight in the first and the second. You know what I mean? To me, that's a win in itself. But for him to do it in the third round, I'm not sure why he took that approach.
I'm gonna run through this.
Yeah, I got you. I can go ahead.
So he starts off breaking down Verb.
What Verb
the word
is,
Verb. I thought that was pretty dope. Him comparing himself to being renowned.
Mm-hmm.
Wordplay using renowned. Something.
The only reason you exist is because you position next to something that's real.
Something that's real.
Yeah.
Verb saying it's trash. He's affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
Marble Fall is versatile.
Yep.
Polish it. Surface, skipping to the loo. I'm not a fan of that punch, but the setup was great.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets into Ray 4, MTV. You can kind of say it's okay because then it goes into conceited, luxury, whipping V around, suicide. I did not like. He got booed for saying all you do is die with the Beijing bar.
Yeah.
Gotta take that. The pacing here is bad. Handsome. I don't know if the crowd like that. Super.
But I like that you call them niggas ugly, so who you think? I thought that was dope. You call niggas ugly, so who you think is handsome?
Yeah, I think.
So pretty much, if you answer that question, either way you messed up.
Right, I think it's cool, and Verb was affected by that as well.
I like when Verb being affected. Like,
right.
Like come on, listen. This is nothing intricate about this, but it's like this is Mook.
This is Mook, right?
You know what I'm saying, this is Mook. Something simple, one liner.
Right.
So who you think is handsome?
I enjoy slick shit like Sprincident.
Mm-hmm.
Him running Sprincident.
Yeah.
Kidnapping and he ran some dope. Tee off on him like I had a lisp. That's a Tech 9 bar.
Tech 9, yeah.
Fire.
I feel like I'm about to have a fit.
I didn't like that.
Oh.
I didn't like that.
Why not? Talk to me. Tech 9 has loved it.
I mean, I don't.
You just can't jack it.
And I'm from New York. Well,
okay.
we get fly on Easter. I just was like, that's not. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Is amazed. Find out the hard way. Dope.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much physicality. In this sequence, I'm not a fan of the TikTok portion. That was the TikTok hip hop. I didn't like.
612, yeah.
I didn't like that. They did though. So, disgusting, despicable, fire, jigaboo, Beyonce, Lil Sissy's Kick It With Me. It's okay. It was okay. Portion is bad. I didn't like the tape portion. The pacing wasn't good at all. And he was like, "Your original." I didn't like.
Yeah,
that. That should have.
He had too much time to play with a whole bunch of things. Like, why you doing this?
That shouldn't have made the cutting floor. Previews, that was cool. You turned into him. Fire.
I like that.
Fire.
I love it.
You wanted a collision with Lux.
You turned into him. I like that one.
Hard.
I like that one.
Hard.
Yeah.
Credit card decline. It was a cool setup. Curve 3 times to make a round. I like that.
Me too.
The delivery is still lacking a bit though. Then he went into this body scheme: limb, no body, arms and feet, torso. You are what you eat. The delivery could have been a little better.
Delivery could have been better throughout the entire battle. I'm gonna
I got it here. I'm
gonna take that to the grave.
Nah, I feel you. Let me solar system. Let my solar system. That's a reach. Astrology.
That's a reach too.
I don't know what that's.
When this battle drops, man, they're gonna do way more damage than we ever could.
Right? No. Natural disaster scheme. Tornado. No, it's another reach. Hurricane I like, but tornado, it's a reach. Magic Act, fire. Party Artie Bar, hard.
I thought the fact of him bringing up Party Artie was dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everything else around it wasn't too crazy. But, you know, I just like when he said Party Artie, your guardian angel, mine's Party Artie, I'm like, I'm jumping up and down. I'm in the crowd jumping up and down.
Play Memento, you know. Verb Holla Ill Remedy sequence, fire.
I thought that was dope.
But the faces landed flat. Polka playing with spades, blindfolding. But that was a pretty cool scheme going to X Factor. Well, not X Factor, but that X Factor battle. Ref after tech after fire. Polka scheme was cool. Pussy niggas talking rough, fire. Easter egg, that was an Easter egg. Call you tough, nah. Glass breaking case of emergency,
I like that.
fire.
I like that.
Then he went into the length, width, tailor the body, addresser, desperate measures scheme. Then he chain punched into him and hemmed.
Yeah.
Red light. Him. Yeah. So him, hemmed.
Yeah.
It's a triple. Red light in your grill. Drawing niggas commando. No. Commando.
See, that's all I want. You know, it's just you can't like give credit. So
yeah, right.
So.
The calendar
he
stuff.
He had good moments, but you're not about giving credit. For
calendar
stuff,
stuff. Days in the box with appointment. That's okay. I liked it, but it could have been. I think it could have been a little better. Live wire, all shot, fire. Pick it away was a reach to me, but boycott was fire. Heart stopped was okay. Step through the loo. I think Danger said that apparently against a Verb in the one
I
round.
forgot. Yeah, they better. I forgot exactly. Yeah.
It could have. The delivery could have been better, and then the physicality of him just.
Yeah, just like you asked him something now, you just walking straight into him.
Right. The dyke scenario is just. I don't think his mother's a dyke. I think he kind of confirmed that.
He confirmed that before the battle and after the battle.
So that's. You know, the vegan sequence, I hate the moo. That was the mooing.
They're gonna. Never mind.
The dyke and the vegan.
Moo.
To me, the dyke and the vegan sequence could have been taken out.
A lot of things could have been taken out.
Prefer to Lies, horse shit was dope. The picture scheme, I don't know if it hits. So for me, I gave this round 7.8.
You get this round 7.8. So again, how do you compare it to? So I guess we're counting material here. But he went for 22 minutes. So does he automatically get the third round?
No.
I mean, so it's like
you have
because you're gonna say Mook said this in the first 5 minutes of the round. Mook said this in the first 10 minutes of the round.
You have to look at the bad in the round.
Is this a lot of bad?
It's a lot of bad, but there's also like he garnered the most reactions in this round as well. But even though he garnered the most reactions in this round, I still believe his second round is his best round of the battle.
I disagree. I think his third round.
You think his third round is his best round?
So I'm not too crazy about the second.
Really?
Again, okay. On top, it's not fair for me to say that because also it's a 22-minute round, so it's more for me to grab.
I think also the third round is what Mook is known.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why you probably have.
So are we saying? So we can see my preference here.
Your preference is
showing.
there.
Yeah,
right.
My preference is showing.
I'm looking at it in terms of, is this? How can you debate Verb's third? So when you look at third, let's go into Verb's third.
Okay.
Y'all about to have company now. Dope.
I like that.
Ton of rebounds. Yeah. Unbothered. Yeah. Your jaws get softened. Goku something. Dope. Beat you over the head. Math. Dope.
That was fire.
Tom Edison. That wasn't really. He's talking about himself. I saw when I got cracked. I saw the light. Tom Edison. Drone and drum. Barbecue chicken. Carrot cake. Mook is talking at this point. He's like, yo,
that doesn't help you, Mook.
It doesn't help, but it wasn't hot either.
You know what I'm saying?
Gave me Murda, fire.
Fire. The best bar of the third round between the two.
What, gave me Murda?
Yeah.
Really?
10 years for killing. Gave me Murda.
I thought the seasoned body was better.
Oh yes, you're right. So I think those are the best two bars in the second round, third round.
No.
Yes.
Of both of them. Better than Turned Into Him.
Yes.
Turned Into Him is incredible.
I like that, but 10 years for killing somebody, rather give me murder. Murder. And then the seasoned meat, you said all that stuff about vegan? Okay,
but
cool.
It's only 2 bars. Okay, so.
Fire.
Gave me murder, fire. Not to be you, cool, Monopoly move, Smack angle was, Mr. T, no. Pleasing ourselves, pause. End segregation, no. Will War, Bond with you is cool. Pond Ripple was cool. Diverse Means was dope. Spectacle was cool. Miss Incredible, he did it better than Surf.
Yeah.
Sorry, Surf.
No, I feel like he fixed it.
He fixed it.
I feel like so when somebody says something that wrong and you go into the next battle and fix it, that's probably a plus to you. That's not even still on that point. It's like, yo, you messed up. You messed up. Watch
I'm gonna
this.
take this and
I'm gonna take this and fix it. You fixed it.
Prostitute, Fridge, look inside Fridge, take you apart. I thought Lux said that against Hollow. Okay. MO, okay.
Thought that was cool.
iPhone now.
Thought that was dope.
Fire.
Thought that was dope.
Can't recognize. Yeah. One over the mouth. Seasoned Dead Body was dope. Choppy.
So you got
Spotty.
You got Mook 2 and 3.
Edge.
Based on what you're saying, yeah.
It's an edge
so
on both rounds.
What did you rate Verb's third round?
7.5.
7.5.
It's close. I feel like they were both with each other. And with that being said, I do have Mook edging the battle. I can't be mad at somebody saying Verb edged the battle. I think it's close.
I thought Verb got it. Rounds 1 and 2. Third, it's still debatable.
It's still debatable. But what I will say is there's different wins and losses with this battle. I feel like Verb's stock.
Oh yeah, the war. We talking about
he wins the war. He won the war.
He won the war.
Once he won the first round, he won the war.
Once you won the first round, clearly
he won the war. He won the war. I feel like Mook wins for his fans. I think just seeing him back. I think Verb wins again because he actually came with it. Yeah. Finally. Yeah. We've been waiting for this since Briz. So I feel like this was a win for him. His stock is high.
So let me ask you this. I think it's pretty much the last thing. After this, you just say whatever you want to say to close out. How do you address the polls being so much in Verb's favor?
I think it's
88%.
I think it's a psychological thing. Okay. I think Mook, with his promo and talking as much as he has, him winning as much as he has, him not being controlled by the fans, they just kind of ran with it. I don't think they really just took the time to kind of break it down. I think they over-exemplify his reaches and just magnify them.
But when it's happening consistently.
Yeah, but this is something that Chilla's been doing for years, and it's not a knock to Chilla.
The reaching?
He's reached sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
But
his battles he has flawless. Like, oh wow, Chilla's
works.
an artist. Chilla's an artist.
No, and no, he's the best schemer ever.
Yeah,
like we're not gonna take that from him. I just feel like whenever Mook does something that's not favorable, it is magnified to the point where it's like, look at this bar, like the hypocritical with a hippopotamus, like that is magnified, but people don't look at Lux in that first round saying you couldn't beat your way out of a washing machine with a phone book. It's like what? Wait, what? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like because it's Mook, the magnifying glass is on him, and I feel like.
But he knows that though. 4th round versus Iron Solomon, Mook, the crown is heavy. Right. So the king should know how to maneuver in these situations.
Where's Mook's stock right now?
I think if he puts the phone down, enjoy his life, don't reply, retweet or anything back to the people, his stock will be fine. He wasn't trash his battle, he was actually good.
Where does he go now?
Where does he go? Take another battle. Let us not wait. I feel like Verb did enough for the point where you can't just say I'm gonna sit out for another 4 years.
Who does he take?
You could take Surf. Line it up.
I think ARP might book him again.
Yeah. They did great business, so when you do good business with somebody, they wanna
I heard they're very happy with the pay-per-view streams.
I heard Mook is worth it. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
I heard it's pretty crazy. So
So, well, other than Surf, people saying, "Oh, Surf backed out of the battle or whatever." Okay, cool. I 100% give you all that. Nah, I sympathize with that. So, if it's not Surf, so if not Sue Surf, because you know how the culture feels about him this way or whatever, and I sympathize with they saying he backed out or whatever. So Hollow.
Hollow.
I like that, but you know that costs more. Hollow's also a businessman. You spoke to Hollow. Give me some insight. So after the match is done, you're saying Hollow. So what are we doing here?
I think Hollow feels Verb won because it's debatable, and it shouldn't be debatable because it's Mook. Does Hollow want to take Mook? Not sure.
Okay.
He got John.
Yeah, he's focused on obviously, but the match goes down probably November sometime. I think they push SM back. So
right. I think he's gonna try to make Mook wait. I think he's gonna cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Mook. Surf would be dope for Mook.
Yeah. I felt like whoever books that,
it's a money.
It's so much money. It's so much money, but the promo for that would be impeccable. Surf is one of the best shit talkers, and so is Mook. The face, honestly, I put out this on Twitter, I said Low Deluxe versus Verb. Would y'all pay $40 for that? I would pay $40 alone for Mook and Surf. Nothing else.
I agree.
Just tell me Mook and Surf. Here's my $40. I'm done with you.
I agree. So just those two. T-Top.
T-Top. Would Mook take T-Top right now, or was he just excited about Smack Volume?
He was excited about Smack Volume. I thought it was, it was almost locked in. It was very close to being locked in.
Yeah.
And then,
but I don't think Mook wants T-Top.
I think he put it out there on Twitter that he wanted to take Surf when he first came home.
Yeah.
And
spoke to Surf, so he said the same thing.
The Surf still want Mook.
Wow, who doesn't want Mook?
I don't know. I feel like everybody after this quote-unquote Verb loss, everybody's like, do I need to battle Mook?
Nah. Let's keep it down. At the end of the day, Mook is still Mook. He's still a legend. Having him on your resume means a lot. I don't care what you got from this battle, whether you think you won or lost. Having Mook on your resume, nobody's doubting that. If I call any of these battle rappers and say, yo, I got Mook for you, they're gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna say.
So let's not lie about that.
I mean, so for me, it's only those two people.
Okay.
And I think he should take a newer guy and then retire forever.
Retire forever?
That's always been my plan for him.
Okay.
Surf, Hollow, Verb wasn't in the plan, but cool. Mm-hmm. And then a new guy, like Battle of PG.
Battle of PG.
Or like
nah, because if they're doing this with Verb, so the second a PG makes him bleed, I'm like, they probably do the same thing.
I think he needs to do it. I think he needs to battle a super new up and comer, whether it be Geechee or Twerk, and then be out.
Him and Twerk was going back and forth.
We'll get into Twerk on the next one.
You want to leave it at that?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. With that being said, that's the Nikki Fax, Jay Black breakdown of the battle. Of course, we've heard my opinion on the battle a lot, so it's definitely going to give him time to speak, moments to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a battle that's important for the culture.
Yeah. I like the way you break it down. I'll give you that. I have no problem with somebody saying Mook won, but you just got to break it down a certain way for me.
I mean, I didn't like what Jazz and Tech did up here.
I wasn't going to throw a shot at them like that, but
that's family for both of them.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was good.
Yeah.
I don't think they were fair to Verb. Okay. I feel like what I did was fair for both MCs. Mm-hmm. I kind of nitpicked on Mook more than I did on Verb. And it's evident here. We had a little back and forth on the second round, but aside from that, it wasn't extreme bias, and I think that's what the people just wanted. They wanted fair judging. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do have Mook edging it, it's still like a fair assessment.
Yeah, it's how you get to the point.
So that's it. That's
champion.
Or you gotta cut them loose. Ay, roll the dice, you either win or lose. Baby, fuck all my niggas, ain't no pick and choose. Riding through the bay with that shit on me. Look at you.